Check, baby, 1, 2. Check, baby, 1. Because this is how we do it. It's Friday afternoon. Let's check our trades. Here it is, September 1st, end of the trading day. Yes, indeedy. Really only made one trade today, and that was on the Tesla. I was watching it all day as it was going wow, 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 downtown to, you know where, Chinatown. So I scooped up 100 shares and then, just watched and waited and watched. And then I did sell, even though it was a red day, big time red day, I still sold a call at 250, which was above the price that I paid. One contract expires next Friday, and I collected $310 bills for that, even though it was a red day. So I thought, hey, let's have a little fun. I just looking at my phone. Stacy had texted me a few minutes ago, and she's like, "Oh no, Corey's here. Corey's our lawn guy to mow our 3 acres, and he does a miraculous job considering it's a lot of work, and he does a perfect job every time. And I haven't mowed my own lawn since 1998. Hey, don't be mad at me. Just was never in the lawn mowing. So I made a joke, like, just ignore him, because she's out there by the pool in her bathing suit reading a book. And then I texted her and said, don't look now, but he's staring at your breastises. Then she just responded with something funny. But let's move on to AbbVie. All the rest of these were rolls. We rolled calls, rolling out the barrel. So on AbbVie, we did roll out but down. We were at 152.50. AbbVie trading around 148. So we rolled the dice and took our chances at 150. 7 contracts, collected $238 bills. We did end up rolling that Amazon call. We rolled the 135 out 1 week, collected $65. We wanted to hold on to the CRISPR, so we rolled the 50 out for $56. Merck, we rolled that out and up. We did have a 110 call expiring today, and we rolled it out and up to 111, hoping that Merck can continue some green days. 4 contracts, $156 there. And then the Valero, we rolled the 132s out again, rolled them a week, collected $915 on that. So we were contemplating letting him go, but I'm like, I just love you so much, Valero. So we held on to those shares, rolled it out. So we ended up $1,740 in the premiums today. Let's see if these are still on the board or if they've changed. No. So we looked at these earlier. Oh, no, they're gone. They were just there a second ago. Anyways, I was going to run through those, but they're all gone now. So all of the puts that we had on the board, except for Johnson & Johnson, all of the puts that we had on the board expired at full profit. Johnson & Johnson, I just ran the numbers back and forth, and I'm comfortable with Johnson & Johnson. It's kind of like having a warm blanket, that you wrap around you in the wintertime. So I'm going to go ahead and take those shares. I'll be assigned the Johnson & Johnson shares that we sold the put on earlier in the week. And then on Monday or the nearest earliest green day, we'll just sell some calls, track those trades. It's almost the exact same scenario last time when we were assigned shares of Johnson & Johnson and worked those for probably a couple of months, selling calls, collecting dividends, and rolling those calls, and made some decent dollar bills. So that's what we have there. So next week we do have the 150 calls, 7 of those. There's that 135 Amazon, the $50 CRISPR, 111 Merck and Company. We have 8 contracts on Palantir, $14 on those puts. We have Sound Hound. We bought those at, I don't know, it was like $2.30. We have the 250 calls up there, and last I checked, they were trading just above 250. Yep, there it is, $2.53. So we'll see what we need to do there. We've got Square at $54. So those are looking great, because what is that trading at? That is trading at 58.21. So we sold those puts when Square was taking it on the chin. There's our 250 Tesla call. We've got the VIX. This is essentially a play on the VIX. and we've got $14 puts on those, and currently that's so what that basically means is, or what that trade, I feel the VIX is going to be slowly going up a bit because it's been downtown the Chinatown for months. It started to tick up a bit and then went back down. I think it should go back up just a bit, enough to make this a viable trade. So we'll be checking on that. There's our Valero 152s. We got and then that's it for next week so far on the board. So it was a pretty good week, but I wanted to also share with you, because I did update and complete my August spreadsheet. So let's go to August and just take a quick look. We started out the month. Where's our date? There's our date. So we started out the month August 4th. We bought 200 shares of the Alibaba for $97.36. We had the Gilead. We rolled a call there. So let's just roll on down here. ExxonMobil call, Valero. We bought the close, some puts that we had outstanding. We should have just let those ride, but they were wearing on me. I had been working on those for months and months. Finally got out from under them, but I should have just let them ride because I would have saved that $550. But hey, sleeping well at night is better than $550 bills. Devon call, Baba. Then we sold the Baba just 6 days later for $100.31 a share, right there, for that $20,062. So between what we paid at the $19,189 and then sold it at $20,062, that's why I put that in the spreadsheet. Moving on down, Merck, Gilead, Target, CRISPR, Blackstone, Alibaba had some puts on the board there. No, that's not Alibaba. That's can't think of their name right now. Albemarle. So they had been hit after earnings. So we sold some puts and collected some dollar bills. Bank of America, Pepsi, British American Tobacco, CRISPR, UPS. We had ADP and the Double Dog Dare You, AbbVie, and we just kept on moving down the road. We bought to close a couple positions, the Kenvue, which is the spinoff of Johnson & Johnson, Blackstone, which is one of my sweethearts, but I just haven't been able to work much with it. And it's more of a mental block because of how I was trading it in the upper 70s, low 80s. And now I can't really get anywhere near it for under 100. So when I have a chance, I'm going to be looking at it. So we had some $94 puts on the board. We bought those close. And then here's how those trades worked out. The Kenvue ended up to be annualized at 118%, and the Blackstone was at 24.8%. We had a Deere. That's when we sold that put, Deere, and that just expired today at full profit of $390 bills. CRISPR, Pfizer, Enphase, SoFi, Riot, CleanSpark, Amazon, and so on and so forth. We were assigned some Pepsi shares, and Pepsi, I was looking at again today. They've just been downtown to Chinatown all week. I was going to buy some more, but I didn't. I probably should have, or at least sold some puts, but I didn't. So moving along, had a big day on August 25th. See all the moves we made that day. Collected $2,452. I need to look through all of my spreadsheets and notes to determine my highest day of premium collection, so I can have that on the board, because we did have an all-time high in the account total today at 1.755. It's currently under that, but that's our all-time in the account. SoFi, Johnson & Johnson, we had the Canadian Solar, et cetera, on through the final day of trading. Collected $444 on that day. And we ended the month at $10,094 in premium. And then we had a very low month as far as dividends. I need to get my dividends up on average per month, because I know September is going to be a really good month. I need to even these out just a bit, which means I need to grow the months that are the low months. So we had AT&T, Verizon, AbbVie, Energy Transfer, British American Tobacco, Arbor Realty, and Runway Growth, ending in $2,154 in dividends. We collected $2,695 in interest for a total of $14,943 for the month of August. So that did beat the month of July, which was $12,020 total between premiums, dividends, and interest. So we got that going for us. Today was a good day. Didn't even have to use my leave that in the comments below. What didn't I have to use if today was a good day? And if you know the answer to that, then you're pretty cool. So there we go. Stacy needs me to help her compose an email to a client. So I'm going to go out there and help her with that. And I hope you have an amazing Labor Day weekend. I've got, what do we have? A buddy's 50th party. It's going to be a pool party at their house on Sunday. His wife has asked me to write a little poem, but I've turned it into a rap. So that should be good. There's supposed to be about 30 people there at the party. So I'll give a little toast/roast for my buddy Jeffrey. And then on Monday, my brother's having a little Labor Day pool party at his house. But then that night, I have my second, and I only play 2 fantasy football leagues each year. One is my brother's league that was drafted last night. And funny story is I got the worst draft grade out of all of us, and my brother got the best. So he's been razzing me all day. But I reminded him just 2 years ago, I had the worst draft grade as well, and I won that year. So be prepared. Just because the algorithms doesn't like my drafts doesn't mean I don't kick your keister in that league. So I've got my old high school buddies were doing a draft on Monday night, and it'll be, I think this represents our 30th year, 30 years of fantasy football, back when we literally used the newspaper to count up our scores. So it's always fun to see those guys each and every year for our fantasy draft in that league. So I'm excited about that. I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in the next video.